Okay, I just went for a Sunday morning hike with my dog, and it was so fun. It was so beautiful. The leaves are just starting to turn, and we're in Millcreek Canyon in Salt Lake, and it was just lovely, and it was so nice. It was kind of a little bit contemplative. I will say that the journey, I just kind of had a realization. So that's what I'm gonna talk about right now, is how the first portion of my adult life, my 20s and early 30s, was so specific. I had such a specific goal I was trying to achieve, which was to live off of my paychecks that I earned from performing. And I did, and it was an incredible lifestyle, and it was a really, very secure for a while. I was mostly doing cruise ship work. I got a 1.5-year contract on the island of Saipan performing, but most of the cruise ship work was really rewarding. It was fun choreography for the most part. It paid so well. We woke up in a new, exotic location almost every day. I did a few world cruises, which was just like a wine sampling of I have such a long list of places I want to go back to. And I worked so hard for this very specific goal, and then I achieved it, and I was living off of my paychecks, and it was so much better than even just living off of my paychecks from performing. I was living a lifestyle that was fun and adventurous, and was traveling, and was just doing all these crazy things in these crazy locations. It was just fun. It was just a really fun lifestyle, and I had achieved something so specific. And I knew it had a shelf life. I knew in my I wasn't gonna do it in my 40s. I did it in my 30s, and I feel like my 30s was just a time of trying a lot of different stuff. So I was, I went into social work right after I retired from performing. I was still teaching dance, and I've just been floundering. I've tried so many things. Social work was wonderful, so rewarding. I learned very quickly that if I was going to be a single person, I could not live off of that paycheck. I couldn't live the lifestyle that I wanted to live, which isn't crazy. It's like a pretty simple life. The part that's a little pricey is that I want to travel. And so the goal has sort of been to just figure out how to maintain as much autonomy in my day-to-day life as possible while making a career level income, an income that we can put some money away for retirement type of income. And I got my real estate license, which seemed like a good idea because you have full autonomy over your day-to-day, and the paychecks can be really nice when they come. They don't always come. But the industry itself is really soul-sucking. It's not, I just have so many negative things to say about the real estate industry, and the people that it attracts tend to be just the scum of humankind. And I hate being around just people people that make me want to constantly roll my eyes. I have so much negative to say about real estate. I have stayed in it because at this point I can mostly do it very independently. I can stay, I don't go into my brokerage anymore. And with that said, there are wonderful people in real estate. There are wonderful people that work as admin and in different, adjacent jobs in the real estate industry. But I mostly can't, I just can't stand about 90% of the interactions I have in the real estate world. So I don't. So I can avoid that. And so that's what I've done. And I'm working from home most of the time. I've been doing some admin work for my husband's business. And the whole point of life has become just to make money. And I just hate it so much. And so, I've got a lot of really positive things right now. I've got a man that I'm so in love with. He and I are trying to figure out how to build our life together. And real estate gives you enough freedom, enough that you don't have to check in with people on a regular basis, that having bouts of depression can be, it just doesn't mean you have to lose your job to pursue, to maintain a career in real estate. So that's another reason that I'm still in it. And but my whole point here is that I had such a clear target for all of my adult life. I was performing, I was a dancer, I was gonna perform until I couldn't anymore. And all I was asking from it is that it paid my bills. And it did. And now I am in a situation where I don't have that passion for anything. I have that passion for travel, but I don't have the money to travel like I want to travel. And so I'm just kind of realizing this morning that my whole approach to life is like building it from the ground up now. It's building a foundation of what's my spiritual life gonna look like? What's my physical life gonna look like my exercise and how active we are? What do I want in my life that is gonna be like the core values of my world? And then from there, just building on top of that. And that is just a completely different approach from there's my target, that's what I'm working for in the distance, and just aligning everything in life with that. And so it's very different. I'm having to really do some inner work, and I think that maybe some of the depression, falls into that spiritual realm of how do I want to live my day? Where are my most important values? How do I want to spend my time? And how do we build a marriage and a life together without children now that we know that's not going to happen as well? So a very specific target in the distance was my previous adult life. And now I am breaking down and building brick by brick from the base of everything. Put that in a quote. That's so eloquent. Anyway, just thought I'd pop on and share that little piece of revelation that I had this morning. All right. Thank you to the mountains for being such a good place to go and get insight.